Welcome students, in this video we are going to study the chapter 4, that is exemptions from tax. Exempted incomes. Exempted incomes are those incomes on which the income tax is not charged and are not included in the total income, or we can say these incomes are totally tax-free. These exempted incomes are classified in three categories. The first one is for all assessees, the second one is for employees, and third one is for institutions. The first we are going to study the exempted incomes in case of all assessees, under which the first one is agricultural income. Any amount of sum which is received by way of agricultural land or any income arises from the agricultural land and that land, agricultural land, and that land is situated in India, then amount of income received will be exempted from tax. The second one is share received from Hindu undivided family. Any amount of sum received by an individual being a member of HUF. Being a member of HUF and out of the family income, that is exempted from tax. The third one is share of income of a partner from the firm. If an individual is a partner in a firm, then whatever his share of income in the firm will be exempted from tax. The fourth one, payments under Bhopal gas leak Disaster Act 1985. Under this act, as a way of compensation, any amount of sum received by an individual, that amount will be exempted from tax. But the condition is no deduction should be claimed regarding the compensation. If any deduction is claimed, then exemption will not be provided. Then fifth point, compensation of disaster. If any disaster happen, natural disaster, we can say any disaster, and this where central government, state government, or any local authority these authorities provide any amount to the individual or the legal heirs of that individual by way of compensation. As a compensation, कुछ भी amount अगर central government, state government और any local authority provide करती है legal heirs को, तो वो जो भी amount receive होगा, that amount in respect of that disaster will be exempted from tax. And again the condition is same, no deduction should be claimed regarding the damages or any losses under that disaster should be claimed. Otherwise, if any deduction is claimed, then exemption will not be allowed. Then next we have life insurance. Usually, any amount of sum received by way of life insurance policy. That amount is totally exempted from tax. But here are some exceptions to this. Exceptions are, first one, any sum received under key man insurance policy. की मैन इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी के अंदर अगर कोई भी अमाउंट रिसीव होता है तो दैट अमाउंट विल नॉट बी एग्जेम्प्टेड फ्रॉम टैक्स. देन any amount of sum received under insurance policy, and the condition is that policy is issued after 31st of March 2003 but before 1st of April 2012. It means after 31st March 2003 and before 1st April 2012. And in respect of these years, any amount of premium payable for any of the years during the term of the policy. During the term of policy, कोई भी amount of premium is payable, and the condition is that premium of policy, if exceeds 20% of capital sum assured, कि जितना भी अमाउंट का हमने वो इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी लिया हुआ है and that premium payable is exceeding by 20% of that capital sum assured, then exemption can't be claimed and that amount will be considered for the income tax purpose. And again the same. And if any insurance policy is issued after 31st of March 2012 and same that premium payable, if premium payable exceeds 10% of capital sum assured, then also exemption can be claimed and it will be chargeable to income tax. Any sum received under insurance policy and that policy is issued after 31st of March 2013. Now, 2013 के बाद कोई भी अगर इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी है और उस पर प्रीमियम जो भी पेबल है, प्रीमियम जो पे करना है, if this exceeds 15% of sum assured, then also income tax will be charged, and the person, in this case, the person is with the disability, in which respect the life insurance policies has been taken, or suffering from any disease which are covered under section 80 DDB, then that will be chargeable to tax. But on death, any amount of sum received that will be exempted from tax. 7th point is any payment received from Sukanya Samriddhi. Sukanya Samriddhi account, any amount received under this account will be exempted from tax. Then payment from National Pension System Trust. National Pension System Trust. Any amount of payment received from this on account of closure of account. अगर यहाँ पर कोई पेंशन अकाउंट बनवाया हुआ है और अकाउंट को अगर क्लोज कर रहे हैं या फिर पेंशन की स्कीम को ऑप्ट कर रहे हैं, then 60% जो भी अमाउंट पेबल होगा that will be exempted, and the rest of the 40% will be taxable. Then in the 9th point, partial withdrawal from National Pension System Trust. So the 9th point is the partial withdrawal from National Pension System Trust. That we studied, the partial withdrawal, that complete amount is not withdrawn from the National Pension System Trust. And in case the full amount is not withdrawal and the partial amount is withdrawal, but the conditions, the terms and conditions which are specified under Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority Act 2013 and with the regulations whatever made under that, if these terms and conditions are satisfied, then 25% of the amount of contribution made by him shall be exempted. 25% of the amount of contribution made by him will be exempted. Then there are different types of bonds or the securities and interest free securities. We can say कि interest on these securities, on different type of securities, are exempted from tax, like National Defense Gold Bonds 1980, Post Office Cash Certificates, Post Office Cash Certificates, 5 years, then Post Office Saving Bank Account. Under this, there are conditions for an individual account. The maximum amount of exemption limit is rupees 3,500, and in case of joint account, maximum amount of exemption that can be claimed is of rupees 7,000 rupees. Then PO cumulative time deposit, public account, PO savings account rules, and there are different securities on which the interest on these securities are not taxed, they're not taxable, or we can say as exempted from the tax. Then we have educational scholarships, which are granted to meet the cost of education, are fully exempted. Any allowances provided to MLAs, any allowances of MPs, members of parliaments, member of legislative assemblies, or we can say MLCs, so that amount which is received by them as a way of daily allowance is fully exempted. No amount of income tax is charged on those amount incomes of by way of allowances received by MPs, MLAs, and MLCs. Pension of gallantry awardees, is also exempted from tax point of view. The family pension of member of armed forces, these all are the incomes which are exempted from income tax point of view. Thank you.